amazing art exhibition, the Floras of Gondwanan Heritage exhibition. I'm sure if you're like me, already so suitably impressed by the beautiful artworks that we have on display, but also that amazing performance from our artists, so thank you so much to them. I would like to begin our opening this afternoon by acknowledging the traditional custodians of the lands within the Scenic Rim, the Mununjali, the Wandjirabara, the Gurapul, and all Indigenous people from those regions. I pay respect to their elders, past, present and emerging, and acknowledge the important role they play in shaping the future of the Scenic Rim. It was remiss of me not to have introduced myself. Sorry, my name is Stephen Moriarty. I am the Councillor for Division 3 in the Scenic Rim Regional Council. Division 3 takes in the beautiful region of Binabara, on which the exhibition is based. It's my great pleasure to welcome to the stage now Mununjali Elder and President of the Traditional Mununjali Elders Corporation, Aunty Gerry Page.
Good afternoon. Jingri, so what I just said to you, good afternoon. Jingri means hello. Mununjali. Mununjali jargon is, Munun is for our land, our back beautiful soil we have here, and Jali is our people. So my name, for those who don't know me, my name is Aunty Geraldine Page, Gerry for short. Marin in our languages, Marin is Aunty. So as Steve said, I am the chairperson of the Mununjali Elders. And I would also like to acknowledge my sister that's coming on to support me today, Aunty Gerry Page. And we've been around for a few years, and our thing is about connecting with our own people and the broader community. We have done many welcomes in the centre, especially for the arts exhibition, and today we have some amazing work outside, and the performance was amazing as well. As an elder in our community, it gives me pleasure and joy to know that we are connecting with the broader community and our Mununjali people. I'd also like to acknowledge and pay respects to our elders that have gone before us, that have passed, elders that are present, and our emerging elders, because it's important that we keep our dream time and our story and culture alive. And I also would like to, because what our elders have left for us, so that we can continue on those stories and the river and our songlines, which is the rivers. And our rivers are the Bullen and the mountains are the Burren. So the rivers are Bullen, so that means rivers, waters, and the mountains of the Burrens. And so this has been left behind for us to care for and keep that, continue that the dream time, and keep that our culture and our honour of this country, which is jargon. So I would like to acknowledge the artist that is here today, Renata. I'm sorry if I couldn't pronounce. I can't pronounce your last name. And for the Floras of Gondwanan Heritage exhibition, which is about the Binabara country, which is Wandjirabara. So Mununjali is Beaudesert, Wandjirabara is Mount Tambourine, Karpenter, and we have Gwinner, which is Gurapul. So I would like to pay my respects to all the elders of those communities. And it's about everyone coming together. It doesn't matter, we've got Mununjali, we've got Wandjirabara, but it's about keeping that spirit, that fire, and keeping that alive and continue that within our culture. As we're not getting any younger, and it's important that we pass that on to our up and coming emerging elders. So on behalf of the Mununjali elders, I would like to thank you I'd like to welcome you all here today, and then also like to thank reaching out and making those connections with the Mununjali community. So on behalf of the elders, Traditional Mununjali elders, I'd like to welcome you all here today on our beautiful country. We have a beautiful country. It's called the Black Earth, and we have flowing rivers, and we have beautiful. Our totem is the mibbon. So if anyone doesn't know, the mibbon is the eagle. So that's our totem, and you'll probably see him flying around lots of times. So on behalf of the elders, I would like to say thank you. So in our language, we don't say goodbye. We say na yabu. See you later.
Thank you, Aunty Gerry, and of course, Aunty Janice, for being with us and sharing the exhibition opening with us this afternoon. I would also like to take this opportunity, obviously, to acknowledge and welcome our amazing artist, Dr. Renata Buziak. Did my best. I think you got a thumbs up, not too bad. Our guest speaker, Dr. Victoria Garnons-Williams, and everyone else, of course, who's travelled to be with us here today. Before I proceed any further, I'd just like to remind everyone to please turn off their phone or switch it to silent mode, please. And I'd also like to thank very much the Bloom Collective for your fabulous performance earlier of the Gondwanan Echoes. Thank you to the performers, Jan Baker-Finch, Vicky Kelleher, Vanessa Thompson, Eric Griswold, who've collaborated in the past on many site-specific projects. Today's performance was inspired by Renata's biochrome images of the Gondwana lineage plants, I think. Research of the plants and their environment, along with the research of other members and their experiences of that place. It also celebrates the cultural heritage and environmental, artistic and scientific significance at Binnaburra, located within the World Heritage Gondwana Rainforest of Australia. This exhibition continues our 2024 cultural program theme, celebrating creative Scenic Rim. Scenic Rim Regional Council is delighted to feature Dr. Renata Buziak's solo exhibition showcasing the spectacular rainforest plants of the Binnaburra region and the Scenic Rim. Renata's artistic and scientific research, combined with her unique photographic process, which she calls biochromes, goes beyond mere representation. It embodies a collaboration with nature itself. Renata's work captures the essence of plant life through various mediums, including paper, textiles, and time-lapse videos, channeling her lifelong passion for nature and photography. Renata is an artist, researcher, and educator, working at the nexus of art and science with a particular interest in nature. Her photographic research is based on plant life, and she has a PhD in visual art from the Queensland College of Art and Design at Griffith University, and has previously taught there and at other academic institutions. It is my very great pleasure to now welcome Dr. Renata Buziak to the stage. Please welcome Dr. Buziak.
Thank you very much, Councillor Moriarty, for the introduction, and Aunty Gerry for your warm welcome. I extend my gratitude to the Mununjali elders and the community. Thanks also to Dr. Ray Carpenter, whose expertise in paleobotany guided my research on Gondwanan lineage plants during my residency at Binnaburra in 2022. Also, I appreciate the support from Binnaburra Lodge and Binnaburra Foundation for providing that opportunity of art residency. And welcome our guest from Foundation Board, Dr. Karleen Gwinner. Thanks to Dr. Victoria Garnons-Williams, our guest speaker today, the Scenic Rim Council, the Centre of Beaudesert for showcasing my exhibition, and especially Irene and the team for amazing, wonderful work of installation of the exhibition and all your help in organizing it. To the Bloom Collective, thank you so much for bringing in echoes of Gondwana indoors. And to all present guests and community members, I truly value your presence here and support, so thank you. I'm here to shed light on the transformative power of art in fostering our connection with nature, both individually and as a community, and in nurturing environmental stewardship. The artwork showcase today, as you've already heard, are the culmination of my residency at Binabara on Yaranbur country, focusing on Gondwanan lineage plants in my biochrome images. These creations fuse art, scientific inquiry, and the natural world. And Dr. Carpenter's insights into Gondwanan plants accompany each artwork, so please take time and have a little read. They're enriching our understanding of those botanical treasures, which we have access to at, in the World Heritage Gondwana Rainforest of Australia and then at Mununjali. Through my years of engagement with nature, I observed two things. The first one is the importance of individual connection to nature, which we can manifest through creative expression. Some people have found fulfillment in exploring nature in their gardens through art and science. And this habitat publication, which you can actually download from my website for free, it encapsulates that journey. It offers a glimpse into the relationship between people, creativity, nature, and well-being. I'm fascinated to listen to stories of people who connected with their own gardens on such a deeper level, and also that they inspire other people through their stories. And the second one is the significance of connection to nature on a community level, demonstrated during my directorship of Art Nature Science program at Binabara, for example. Following the devastating 2019 bushfires, our objective was to engage the community and bring the spirit of Binabara back. Through a year-long series of events, the community response was overwhelming. Binabara stands as a testament to community involvement, engagement, and this book, which you can have a look at in the front, Art Nature Science at Binabara, it actually provides and encapsulates stories and images of people who contributed to making Binabara community hub thrive. I invite you all to reflect on places where nature resonates with you and to explore different ways of expressing this connection. Other areas perhaps in your backyard or in your community that could benefit from your attention. Perhaps you are seeking that deeper connection with nature too. As you browse through the gallery today, I urge you to look beyond the surface of those images. Consider your surroundings, your community, and contemplate the transformative power and role that you and art and science can play within it. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Buziak. Dr. Victoria Garnons-Williams is a former senior lecturer in visual arts with the Creative Industries Faculty of Queensland University of Technology. She has served on a variety of boards for art education and photography in Canada and Australia, has organised and contributed to an abundance of conferences around the world, including the Tate Modern Gallery in London, and addressed Parliament House in Wellington by invitation of the New Zealand Ministry of Arts. Victoria's publications include research on the colonial photographs of J.W. Lint, monographs including Renata Buziak, After Image 2010 and Fred Hunt 2014, which were published by the Queensland Centre of Photography. Key articles such as The Last Laugh 2020 on Australian Indigenous women's photographers in photography and culture, and a 2021 BCC Creative Sparks grant, Writing Mona Ryder. Her exhibitions include hand-applied silver gelatine, images, digital photographs, video works and curatorial appointments. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Victoria Garnons-Williams to the stage.
Hello. Just get my little place here. I won't speak for too long because I think we've had a very big afternoon of it, but there are a few things that I really would like to say that might be a little different from those who have spoken so far. It is an honor to be here. I'd like to acknowledge and pay my respects to the Mununjali people on whose traditional country we meet, and thank Aunty Gerry for her welcome. First, well, this is an exhibition of firsts. The first solo exhibition of Renata Buziak in the Centre Gallery, Beaudesert. It is the result of the first artist in residency in the Legacies of Beaudesert, initiated by the Gwinner Art Nature Science program. It is the first time that many of the images have been exhibited to the public, even though some have been exhibited before. Accordingly, I would like to go back in time to my first view of Renata's biochromes, close to 30 years ago now. I recognized immediately as a photographic educator that she had created a unique, a new place in photography and in botanical art. World first. Not only technically, as you can see, but aesthetically. The work was and is a complex combination of chemistry, biology, social history, and visual imagery. I cannot possibly do justice today to fully tease out these themes, but thankfully the artist, the didactics, which are the written parts with each of the works, the many publications and reviews, and the art itself reveal its themes to you. However, I would like to pay homage to Renata and her art, which has expanded and developed into a multifaceted practice. The work is thrilling. I was trying to think of a word for the last few days, and thrilling kept coming to mind. It is thrilling, Renata. In every respect, its scale is astonishing. Not only the enlargement of microcosms, but its visual impact. As Renata says, the very small and the very large can be remarkably alike. This likeness is not by chance, but is very purposeful. We are more aware of detail than normal because we can't see it normally. But it is a coherent reality that is made visible by the technical aspects of photography and, of course, Renata's invention of the biochrome process. It can penetrate into our imagination. Each time I look into an image, I see more and different connections, and I have a number of Renata Buziak originals in my home, and I look at them every day. So, see more and different connections. It's a personal as well as a symbiotic relationship, which is very physical. In art, this process we call a metaphor, the way that the process illuminates a theme. It's not purely visual, but there are a lot of different levels on which that one can experience this. And one is the visual because the impact is amazing. There's one of recognition because we see some of the leaves, and I noticed everyone was doing what I was doing, trying to not touch, but to realize how three-dimensional the surfaces were with that, you know, really wanting to check it out. And abstractly, it's a puzzle, something that we love to be curious about and try to figure out like what that means. So we search for meaning within the abstract, and we also are recording it in our memory, which is a trigger for the imagination. The images are also a revelation to us of knowledge, things that we may not have known before, and therefore leads to understanding, which is something that Renata is very, very passionate about. And of course, in my book as an educator, what we're looking for is new paradigms, new ways of understanding and knowing about our world and ourselves. This is a concept of deep time, which is the fifth dimension. Okay, Renata herself, and this is where I will, you know, come back to my main theme. Renata Buziak is prolific. To see her in her darkroom, or with her prints, or with her students, some of her prints the size of bed sheets, is to realize the time and patience, and Aunty Gerry and I were talking about that earlier. We get a sense of your work as a real effort of time, and probably many fatiguing hours. This mirrors the process she reports on, if you like. Processes that take place continuously and abundantly in the natural world, from time immemorial, stretching back to Gondwanan. In talking to her about the reality and concept of Gondwanan, Renata said, "It is hard to imagine. Maybe it can only be imagined." These words can help us imagine. And we can imagine the floral lineage and ancient lines of Gondwanan plants. It provokes us to learn more, to appreciate more about our connections to the past in this present, where we have categorically distanced ourselves from nature, and systematically, unfortunately. Thank goodness we have artists and scientists and First Nations people who can bridge those distances within us if we attend to them. Such bridges are not built without hard work and passion, gifts that this artist, Renata Buziak, shares with her audiences, and shares so generously. Lastly, I would like to return to the new work in this exhibition. When speaking with Renata about the 2 years since this Gondwanan biochromes project started, at Gwinner, she let slip that there is more work yet to be done from it. So let us think about that work back in the studio while we are here now, quietly and purposefully progressing and transforming itself for us. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Garnons-Williams, for sharing that insight with us. If you're interested in purchasing works on display throughout the exhibition, ladies and gentlemen, merchandise items are available through our box office. Please see one of our cultural services teams if you would like to purchase something. Larger works from the exhibition are available for purchase by contacting Renata. Council is hosting a number of special events throughout the exhibition's run. On Saturday the 25th of May, Renata is facilitating a Sonaya-type workshop here in the centre. As part of our International Environment Day celebrations, we are also hosting an artist tour and talks on Saturday the 8th of June, titled The Art in Nature. Details are on the flyer that you have on your seats. I did bring with one up to show you what it looks like. I'm sure you'll find it, but incredibly, I've managed to misplace it since I got up here. But they are on your seat. So that's the Art in Nature flyer. You can join Renata, paleobotanist Dr. Ray Carpenter and Karleen Gwinner from the Binnaburra Foundation Board as they share their artistic and scientific journeys and processes at the Artist in Residency program at Binnaburra. Ray is one of a handful of paleobotanists in Australia, and we are thrilled that he will be sharing insights into his collaborations with Renata. This is a free event with limited tickets, and bookings are essential. If you would like to attend, please see one of the Cultural Services team at the box office today. As a final highlight of today's launch, Renata will be offering a short tour of her exhibition after these proceedings for those people who would like to stay. If you would like to join this tour, please meet Renata in the front foyer in 10 minutes' time. I would also just like to take this opportunity to acknowledge Council's Cultural Services team led by Irene Gersh-Danby and with assistance from Linda Phillips and the whole team. They do a marvellous job of promoting culture and the arts in the Scenic Room, and I'm sure that you'll all agree that the exhibition is outstanding, but also the work that's gone into the opening this afternoon has been fabulous. So thanks so much to our Cultural Services team. With the formal proceedings finished, it's my very great pleasure to now declare the Floras of Gondwanan Heritage exhibition officially open. A round of applause. Thank you for joining us today, and if you've travelled to attend today's launch, please have a safe trip home and enjoy the rest of your Saturday afternoon. Thank you, everyone.